good conversation here about our response to the pandemic. We're going to talk a little bit more about vaccines in a minute, but we want to make sure we have some time here set aside for medical censorship. Each of you have talked about that, and I think it's important to highlight it. Again, this is a preview of where we need to go with longer, deeper hearings in the next Congress. Then this session that we want to cover a pattern of medical censorship throughout the pandemic. Now, each of you have talked about. Two of you are co-authors of the great Barrington Declaration, which advocated for a focused protection approach by protecting the elderly and most vulnerable and not locking down healthy children. And despite that declaration being completely apolitical, Doctors Fauci and Collins labeled it fringe and did their best to impugn the expertise of its authors and signers. Under the Biden administration, public health bureaucrats at the CDC worked closely with big tech to shut down voices that countered their narrative under the guise of stopping misinformation. Now you have California punishing doctors who speak up under a new law. I'm going to turn this over to my friend from Florida, but let me just start really quickly for any of the witnesses. What effect does medical censorship have on the medical profession in the field of science broadly? And then I'm going to turn it over to my friend from Florida.
It's a disaster. It's a disaster. When you have a new disease like this, a new epidemic like this, it is absolutely vital to get the honest ideas and opinions of every expert, no matter what conclusion they come to. You learn the truth by this kind of debate. What censorship did is it's not just that it suppressed the voices of the people that were censored, although that was bad enough. It sent a signal to other scientists that, look, these areas are too controversial. Stay out of them. Otherwise, you're going to lose your reputation too. And as a result, you have this illusion of a consensus that never existed on so many topics. We robbed the American people of a true debate, a true discussion about this. I mean, it's not that we're always right. I mean, Lord knows that's not true. The issue is the truth comes from people honestly engaging with the data. Censorship kills that. Censorship kills science, and I think censorship actually killed people during this pandemic.